welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Jones. I'm a former paparazzi consultant. Now I just speak out against paparazzi and all the crazy stuff that they do. So, I had an idea, and I'm just recording this on the fly because this is me after work. David's in the living room eating his dinner, so if he wants to chime in, he can. I'm giving him the invitation now. So, this video is going to be titled 10 Things to Think About Before Joining Paparazzi. And the reason I'm doing this is because the top 10 reasons why I quit paparazzi is such a popular video. I want to come out here and advocate for everyone who's thinking about joining paparazzi because they are in full-on recruitment mode right now. And Robin Wright Frank is inviting you to her training seminars. You're getting the text saying, hey, if you were a consultant, you can come back. So these are questions that I personally wish I would have asked before I joined Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories. And this is questions that a lot of you who watch my channel or have found my channel sent me and said that you wish you would have asked or even known about. So that's why I'm here today. So, top 10 things, or there's no particular order, 10 things you should think about before joining paparazzi. Let's go to the next slide. Are you a customer now? Okay, every single one of the people that I polled answered yes, that they were a customer first before they joined this company. Okay, every single one of us. I am one of those people. I was a customer before I joined as a consultant. I had spent a little over $150 at that point when someone reached out to me and said, hey, you've spent $150. Do you want to get the starter kit so you can get the discount? Let me stop you right there. Okay? If you are a customer, stay a customer. And the reason I'm saying this is because you have more protection as a consumer than you do as a consultant. Why do I say this? Because there was a class action lawsuit filed by former consultants of paparazzi, and the judge dismissed that portion of the case because they agreed to binding arbitration. We'll go over that in a later slide. But as a consumer, as a customer, you have more protections to protect you should the product do something to hurt you. As a consultant, you agree to give those protections away. So if you have spent $100 or more on paparazzi, great. You can keep spending $100 or more on paparazzi. But here's the other thing. If you want to find the product for less than $5, and my husband made this point, go to a going out of business group. There's thousands of them all over Facebook. You can find the jewelry on eBay, Mercari. You can find a former consultant who's trying to sell off her old inventory. You can look for the product and find it for less than what you're spending as a consultant, and your protections stay in place. So there's that. Next slide. Are you happy with the quality of the product?
You forgot one though.
We haven't gotten through all the slides.
Oh well, I mean, as a customer, you're not signing up.
That's a slide.
Oh, it's a separate.
That's a separate slide. Don't get ahead of the slides.
I don't know what the slides are.
Well, you can see them. So, Are you happy with the quality of the product? I personally can say I'm not happy with the quality of the product. When I was a consultant, the product was somewhat decent, okay? Now you've got stuff like this. This dollar store, childish, immature stuff, okay? You've got stuff that looks like crushed bugs on your chest.
I mean, they probably had that back, and you just didn't notice it.
Then you've got the rose gold Temu specials, and then braided things, and then they've got all these stupid little charmies with big rice bead. That metal is so paper thin it can bend. And then, of course, we have the tassels, because paparazzi loves their tassels. And then we've got pearls and broken glass and leather tie things. And Ellie scratching the carpet behind me. And then we've got this.
Ellie,
Colorfully California. What adult woman
why are you listening? Come here.
would wear this stuff? And that's the thing, is they're trying to go for the demographic of younger people. But the quality has declined. And there are people who are in certain groups talking about how 2 to 3 items in every order that they get from Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories comes broken. Because the quality control has declined too, and Paparazzi cut costs by keeping bubble wrap out of the boxes.
And good luck sending it back.
Yeah. You can file a claim within 3 whole business days to get a credit in your back office, but they won't give you your money back. They won't give you a refund. They'll give you a credit for a future purchase.
If they don't just send it back and tell you, you fix it yourself.
They tell you to try and fix it first. That's another thing. Paparazzi tells you to try and fix it first with your fixing kit that they send in your starter kit. And if it's not fixable, then you have to take a picture, fill out a form, wait for them to approve the return, and then they tell you to destroy it.
And if they don't approve it, you're just screwed.
And then if they don't approve it, you just get to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that one. Let's go to the next slide.
I wonder what their approval rate is. That'd be a nice thing for them to advertise on their site to their consultants.
What? That all returns are approved?
Yeah. What the average? 98% of returns are approved, but I doubt they say that at all anywhere.
No, they don't.
And I bet it's actually pretty low. I bet it's like 50% of.
When I was a consultant, every time I submitted for a refund, there was 2 times out of the 6 times where they didn't approve my refund request.
Oh.
So, what?
80% or something?
80% of my returns weren't accepted. I had to math, and he did it faster than me.
I'm just guesstimating. I didn't get a calculator.
6 and 2 of them.
Oh.
That's 80%. And here's what my husband said. You are signing up for a membership. A membership with a multi-level marketing company with a lot of pressure to maintain your rank. So I wanted to know what you meant by that. Signing up for the membership.
Oh, I meant like if you're just signing up because you want cheaper jewelry, you're essentially signing up for a membership. You can quit any time, but if you want to keep getting that cheap jewelry, you got to maintain a certain PV level.
Yeah, well, if you want to maintain star consultant rank, you have to do 50 PV a month.
Well,
if you want to keep your consultant ID, you have to do...
That's for rank and stuff, but if you just want to buy the jewelry at a discounted price for yourself...
You have to buy 100 pieces every year.
Like, that's what you're signing up for. You're not signing up for, oh, I really like Paparazzi and I've spent $50. I should sign up, and then I'm just going to buy it for myself, but then I get it at a discount. Well, I mean, that won't last very long.
No.
Unless you're buying, like, a lot of volume.
Unless you have a lot of earring holes.
Yeah.
No one needs...
And if that's the case, that you're buying that much just for yourself, you probably got...
a problem.
Yeah, you probably got an addiction problem.
Alright, so let's go to the next one. Upfront costs. Okay, this is something nobody went over with me. So I'm going to go over this with you guys, general public. If you're thinking about joining Paparazzi, upfront cost number 1 is your starter kit. Whatever you spend on that.
That's the one they usually do cover. Oh, just for $200 you can get started now. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's the number 1. Then if you plan on selling it at farmers markets or trade shows, you have to have a booth rental. Then you have to have tables to put in the booth. Then you need to have pegboards and display items. You'll probably need to get a credit card reader to take payments.
You might need a license depending on the city.
You might need a business license. You may need employees, you may need a staff. If you're planning on just doing this
Oh, God, I hope not.
well, if you're planning on doing this with just Paparazzi Premier, with the Paparazzi Premier app, there's a cost with the Premier app. Then you have to have shipping supplies.
Yeah, if you're just selling it online, though, you still need shipping supplies. You still
A scale,
mailers.
a postage printer. You need to have, packing supplies. You need to have a card to take it to the post office, or you need to know how to get the post office to come and pick up the orders to take away for you. There's a lot of things. So there's a lot of things that nobody told me I needed to prepare for.
All the shipping and handling costs. And then, honestly, if you're going live, then you need stuff to display it. You need
an internet connection. You need a ring light. You need a camera.
Yeah.
You need a microphone.
And then you need
bins to put the jewelry in for when people buy it.
To keep track of who's bought what. I mean, it might sound small, but I mean, even pen and paper is a cost.
Yep. And then time. Time is a cost. Time is a cost that nobody talks about. But how much time do you plan on spending? And here's the other question. Do you have the means to front these costs up front? Do you have the money to pay for these things?
Time is always the one that
nobody
at
accounts
the
for.
beginning they convince you that it's just whatever free time you can do it. You could do it at as little as 30 minutes a week if you want, as little time as you want. It's no time at all, really. Just like you'll exercise more than this will cost. But then the minute you don't make any money or you can't sell stuff,
they'll tell you need to work longer and harder.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's because you're not spending enough time on it. Like, well, which is it? Is it I can spend as little as 30 minutes a week, or is it I need to go live every day, or I will
for 30 minutes a day?
Yeah, or I will never make any money. If you thought you'd make money and you're not going live every 5 days a week, what are you even doing? It's like that's not the pitch they gave you when you signed up.
Yeah. Even the website, even the opportunities tab, where it says join the team. It's a party. Work from home.
Yeah.
Be your own boss.
Make your own hours.
35 to 45% commission. Flexible hours.
Can you imagine if you signed up for like a personal trainer and they promised to say help you lose weight, and before you sign, they're like, hey, we're gonna sign. Before you sign up for this contract, all you have to do is 30 minutes a week, and we'll get you down 20 pounds. And you're like, this sounds
sold.
Great.
30 minutes a week to lose 20 pounds?
I'm going to sign on the dotted line, and then like 3 weeks into it, you've gained
like 11 pounds.
Yeah, you haven't lost any weight. You've gained weight. And then they're like, well, it's your fault because you're only here 30 minutes a week. It's like, yeah, they're probably right. 30 minutes a week isn't long enough, but that's not what you sold them. Right?
Yeah, and they didn't tell you that, you do 30 minutes a week with your training, with your uplines, where they do these crazy trainings, but they don't tell you, then you have to do it 30 minutes a day going live.
And the answer when you don't make money is always, you need to recruit more and you're not going live enough. And it's always your fault.
They're always gonna turn on its head and make it your fault.
And they never even mention that is not what you were sold.
Yeah.
They sold you on you can make your own hours and you can do this in, very little free time and just make a little extra money, every week. And then when you don't know, and I'm not even talking like, oh yeah, I'm not making six figures. Yeah, obviously you'd have to put in more effort to make that kind of money. But if you're not making any profit, right? They said you could make a little bit of just...
Yeah. Do you want to earn an extra $300 to $500 a month?
You want to earn a few extra dollars a month for in your spare time. That's what they sell you on, and then you don't even get that, right?
Yeah. You lose $300 to $500.
Yeah, you're losing money. You're not making any money, and their answer to that is not, "Oh, that's because we lied to you," or like, "Oh, that's because you're not designed to actually make money." The answer is always, "It's your fault because you're not going live enough. You're not putting in the effort. You don't want it hard enough." It's always that.
Yes, the nobody cares work harder.
Yeah, fuck you, work harder.
Yeah. And then the other thing, do you have the storage space to, again, go along with this lie?
Oh,
You need
God.
to have inventory to have more customers.
I don't think they even mention that it's going to eat up a lot of storage space.
They don't tell you about the space that this is going to take out of your home.
Yeah. And a lot of times, if you see it beforehand, you might pick that up. But they always say it like it's a plus. Like, look at how much inventory I have. Look at how much I've grown my business. Except having inventory isn't growing your business.
Having inventory is dead money.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be holding inventory.
You know how many businesses go out of their way to reduce the amount of inventory they have on hand?
Mm-hmm.
They do not consider it growing their business.
Yes, that's what clearance sections are for in stores.
Remember the pandemic when the supply chain went absolutely batshit?
Mm-hmm.
That's because
every retailer does not
in the
hold
world
excess inventory.
is using just-in-time inventory where they're not holding warehouses full of shit. So any disruption to that causes major shortages.
Hence the toilet paper shortage
Because
in 2020.
Because it costs a lot of money
to store
inventory. Even if it's something that won't go bad. I mean,
it still takes up space.
Most warehouses now are just temporary. But, they're a place to store something for a short amount of time before moving it from one place to another.
Exactly. All right, let's go to the next
But
slide.
not paparazzi. You're going to have buckets and buckets and buckets full of that shit.
For years. Years. Okay, another point my husband made. If you are signing up just to get the discount, go to going out of business groups or Temu to save money.
There's other places to buy it.
There's other places that you can buy cute costume jewelry for less than you can get it through the discounted price with Paparazzi. If you don't believe me, watch older videos that I've done comparing this stuff to Temu.
And even if you don't like Temu,
there's going out of business groups.
At least you have options. But yeah, even if you really specifically want Paparazzi,
if you specifically want Paparazzi,
you can find it cheap.
Courtney Kavaka is selling all of her pieces for $1.
Yeah.
Denise Lopez is selling her sets for discounted prices. Becky's Got Bling has paparazzi jewelry for less than $2.75. Again, there are a lot of places you can buy paparazzi jewelry and accessories from former consultants. I just named 3. Where you can get it for less than the discounted price.
Yeah, they're just trying to make
Paparazzi.
some of their money back.
They're just trying to recoup some of the money that they had lost joining this company. So again, if you really like the jewelry and you think the discount is that great, check out the Going Out of Business groups. Trust me, you will find what you are looking for there. And you won't lose your rights under consumer protection by becoming a consultant. Let's go to the next slide. Oh, we kind of already went over this one. How much time do you plan on spending on this business opportunity, and what do you hope to earn? So
I hope the answer is every waking minute, and then you won't make anything anyway.
Well, that's the true answer. How much time do you plan on spending in this business opportunity? I was only planning on spending, when I first signed up, maybe 10 hours a week. I ended up quitting my full-time job and doing paparazzi full-time. I made more money at my full-time paying job, and I was less stressed.
I mean, there are people that make money, but
they have a team. They have a downline.
Those are the people that bring in other people to lose money.
Yes, they're the people that bring people like you, the person watching this video. They're making money off of you.
It's like The Ring. Remember The Ring? Like, they found the videotape, and the only way to survive is to get 2 other people to watch it.
Oh yeah.
And then they're infected. That's how a multi-level marketing works. The only way to make any money is to find other suckers to take your place.
Yep. So, if you hope to earn $200 to $300 extra a month, you may get lucky. You may not. But a lot of people who've reached out to me, they were lucky if they could make $100 in sales each month, but they were buying $300 to $500 worth of inventory every month.
If you were super,
if you were a hustler, you could probably.
I don't want to say just to help. Like if you were, what's the word I'm looking for? If you were very, very God, I don't know what word I'm looking for.
I don't know.
Like motivated and like you had a lot of control over yourself, right? And you kept track of everything. And you never gave away free jewelry, and you found the cheapest mailers you could, and
disciplined.
Yeah, thank you. If you were very disciplined,
so you were a good couple,
and you kept excellent track of everything, you maybe could make money, but you would probably be making less than minimum wage.
Oh, guaranteed you'd be making less than minimum wage.
You'd be doing, let's say a couple hours a week, and you'd be making like $5.
Yeah.
It wouldn't, like...
On my best week, not including what I had purchased in new inventory, my best week was $800.
Yeah, because you got to take away the inventory you buy. That's what I mean. You have to be super disciplined where you're not just buying new inventory. Because every time you buy new inventory, you're pushing out that break-even point.
Yeah.
And you can't... You're not giving away jewelry, which they encourage you to do.
Oh, yes. That's why they call it a hostess reward.
But that's... Yeah, they give you free hostess reward jewelry, but
AKA
only...
crap nobody else
only
bought.
if you buy a shit ton of jewelry, again, to get you to buy more jewelry. But if you were super disciplined and you didn't give away...
anything.
Yeah, you didn't give away jewelry and you found the cheapest mailers and you didn't... Like, you tried to sell at least 80% of your stock before you bought more, right?
Then you could have an actual go at this. If you ran it like a true business instead of a stupid hobby with all the pressure.
And a business where you can't make a single mistake and you're never unlucky.
Yeah, because jewelry is subjective. It's a subjective product. Some people might like it, some people might hate it. So you have to know what your customer base likes. And it's a guessing game. And what if you get something that's super hot in paparazzi land, but your customer's like, what the F are you thinking?
Yeah, you can't find anyone to buy your earrings because for some reason nobody likes the color, right? You bought too many yellow earrings for some, right?
Because it's Misty Kirby's favorite color and it's such a happy color.
Because you bought the sales pitch for Misty Kirby, or you thought you had somebody who normally buys from you that would love them, and it turns out they don't love them, right?
They were just buying them to be supportive.
Yeah. Or they're like, sorry, I
already have 20 pairs of yellow earrings.
I got 20 pairs of yellow earrings. I'm not interested. But yeah, you can't make a mistake. You can't buy too many of the wrong thing. Then you could maybe make a tiny bit of profit, but it would be less than minimum wage, most likely.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
And honestly, that's never going to happen because nobody has that much discipline.
Exactly. So, here's the other thing. If you're thinking about joining Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories as a consultant, here's an honest question. Do you plan to recruit people into this business? And will you be honest with them?
Oh, I hope the first one, if you want to make any money, the first one better be yes.
Yeah, if you want to make money, then the answer to the first question should be
probably
yes.
Be no.
And will you be honest with them? I would hope the answer is yes, but I have proven time and time again that the elites and the people who are asking you to join their team, they won't be honest.
They're probably the same ones telling you can just work 30 minutes a week and you can do this in your free time. And
yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. They're the same ones giving you the sales pitch that says you don't have to work very hard and then turn around and tell you that you need to get up off your ass when you don't make any money.
So here's the other one. Have you read the policies and procedures? The terms and conditions?
Nobody reads the terms.
Do you understand them?
Nobody does.
The reason I'm asking this question to you guys right now is because of the court case that just had a dismissal by the judge. Before you join Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories, you should read the policies and procedures. You should read the terms and conditions.
But then nobody would join.
Exactly. If you read them and you understood them,
because it's not like
you wouldn't join.
It's not like you could negotiate.
You can't negotiate
right?
these. You are beholden to them.
You can't call Misty Kirby on the phone and be like, hey, page 3, paragraph 2, subsection, where it says that I can't resell my jewelry for less money.
Than $5.
Can we negotiate on that?
Yeah, they're going to say no.
They're going to be like, no. No, well, you're never going to get a hold of Mr. Cooper. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, you have no room to negotiate anything.
So when you go to sign up for Paparazzi, you put all your basic information, your billing and shipping information, your contact information. Payout information is only required if you recruit a team. Back office password, and then you have the enrollment terms and conditions.
I understand that I shall not be treated as an employee of Paparazzi for federal or state tax purposes.
Which means if you earn a commission check, you have to take out your own taxes.
Yeah.
But the other thing is you should, okay? You should read these, and you should understand them.
So many businesses now are focusing on ways to skirt around the law and have employees, but not treat them as employees.
Exactly.
So they don't have to pay you any overtime. So
Benefits,
they don't have to pay your
everything.
taxes. They don't have to pay benefits.
Can I get back to this?
If you want.
Thank you. So, the policies and procedures are going to be linked in the description down below, because when you go to sign up for Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories, they give you a dead link. A link that doesn't take you to the document.
It's still dead.
It's been dead for 4 months now. Paparazzi knows that it's dead. We've emailed them about it. But the thing is they haven't updated this. So, you need to know what you are agreeing to and complying to before you click this box right here that says, I agree to the enrollment terms and conditions. Again, like at the beginning of the video, as a consumer, you have more rights to protect yourself than you do as a consultant. So, I want to implore each and every one of you watching this video, if you have not read the policies and procedures and terms and conditions, if you do not understand them, you do not click this box.
Well, I mean,
and you do not sign up.
A lot of people scroll down and don't read, but like they've literally got a dead link. You have to like do some weird internet search foo to find all the information. They're not even giving it to you.
No. And they are hoping that you are ignorant. And they are hoping that you stay ill-informed. They are hoping that they can hold you to something and say that you agreed to it, even though they didn't give you the information to agree to it.
You never even saw, right?
Yeah. How can you agree to something if you can't read it? So I want you guys, if you are thinking about joining Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories, the link to the policy and procedures is in the description of this video down below. It's 42 pages with annotations and hyperlinks. It's a long read. But I can tell you this. Once you finish digesting that document, you will not only run away, you will tell your friend, I'm sorry, I can't be associated with a company that does this.
No wonder they're hiding it.
That's why they're hiding it.
No, honestly, they're probably hiding it because they're trying to update it to make it even more restrictive. And their lawyers can't come
to an agreement with them.
Yeah, for all these months.
That's a possibility too. So yeah, if you haven't read those things, do not click the box I agree, and do not click the next button, and do not enroll as a consultant. Okay? Alright, here's another thing. Do you have money to lose? What I mean here is you are taking a gamble, just like in the casinos. And what's the number one rule of the casino? The house always wins. Unless you are willing to throw your money away, that's another reason why you shouldn't join.
If you can't afford
to lose it, you shouldn't afford to sign up. If you have to put your starter kit on Klarna and split it up over 4 payments,
God. And they will tell you that. They're like,
they'll encourage you to do that. You can split it up over 4 payments through Klarna. You have no business joining this company.
And honestly, a lot of these MLMs, that's the whole point.
They're preying on you.
Is to offset the danger, offset the to the consultants.
Yeah.
Right? You're taking all the risk. That's the word I'm looking for. They are offsetting the risk to you.
Yeah, if Paparazzi truly wanted to be a legitimate business, they would just have their website up and they would sell their jewelry to the public at $5 a pop.
Yeah.
They have their warehouse. They have the logistics in place to ship all over the country.
They don't need you as a
They
middleman.
don't need you as a consultant.
Nope. And they'll tell you, oh, it's because we want to share the love and make boss babes and help other people attain their goals. Yeah, because that's how businesses really work.
No, what they want is to get it out of their warehouse and collect their money.
Is Paparazzi a publicly traded company? Or are they?
No, they are not a publicly traded company. And the other thing is right here, Paparazzi can cancel and dissolve their business entity at any time, terminate distribution of its products and services via direct selling channels, and cease all business operations. It says so in the terms and conditions.
Yeah, they want you to take the risk.
They want you to take
all
all
the risk. You're
the
taking the risk that you're taking the risk that it's eating up your quote unquote warehouse space, not theirs.
They get their money right away.
Because their warehouse is, I'm sure, a just-in-time warehouse where stuff is shipped from China to their warehouse, and it's just there temporarily to send it to you. They don't keep lots of inventory on hand.
Nope.
I'm sure they keep some to show off, and
they have the paparazzi vault.
But like they don't. Yeah, they don't have. They don't. They go out of their way to try to not keep inventory on hand.
Yeah.
But you will have inventory on hand. That's your risk, not theirs. Oh, you got to sell it? Well, I've already sold it. We've already sold it to you.
So now it's your turn to sell it to whoever.
Yeah. Oh, you can't sell it? Well, I've already sold it. It's not my problem.
And they won't let you return it either.
Yeah,
if you don't believe me, ask another viewer of my channel, Nathan, about his return attempt. Yeah, that was shady as crap.
I'm sure it was.
All right, so next. Here's a question. The person who's trying to recruit you, have they answered the FTC questions to your satisfaction? Now, what are the FTC questions? Here they are. How long have you been in the MLM? How much money did you make last year after expenses? What were your expenses last year? Have you borrowed or used money on your credit card to fund your business? And how much did you borrow and how much do you owe? Do you need to have recruits to make money? How many people have you recruited? How many did you recruit last year? How many of your recruits have left the business? What percentage of the money you made came from selling the product to customers outside the MLM? What percentage of money you made, income and business bonuses, less your expenses, came from recruiting other distributors and selling them inventory and other items to get started? How much time do you spend on the business? And how much inventory did you buy from the MLM last year? Did you sell all of that inventory? Now, if you're watching an opportunity live, which I'm sure most of you have, okay, you see the pegboards of jewelry sitting behind.
Yeah, they might show
everyone.
You the giant check they got, right? But they don't tell you how much of that is profit. They don't tell you how much of that comes from recruiting versus sales. They don't tell you what percentage of their inventory they sell. They don't tell you how long it took to sell it. They don't tell you how many hours they had to go online to sell it.
And that's the other thing.
A real business would have these numbers.
Paparazzi has an income disclosure statement that has not been updated for almost 2 years. We're still seeing the 2021 income disclosure statement. What happened after 2021? Paparazzi removed the lead nickel free claims from their website. Paparazzi had a huge uprising and a bunch of people quit.
Don't forget the COVID lockdowns.
Yes, and in 2021, Paparazzi held a super spreader event and lost several consultants.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
That too.
Yeah, there's all that baggage. I'm just saying, MLMs had a banner year
in 2020.
In 2020 and 2021. Because a lot of people were stuck home and they were trying to find other ways to make money. I mean, a lot of those people who joined MLMs didn't make money, but a lot of people tried it out. So, of course, that's the financial statements they want to show you from the good years.
Yeah, they show you the good years.
Not from the 2 years after that, right?
Yeah. So you're not even getting all of the information up front. So if you're thinking about joining Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories, I hope this video just kind of spoke to you in a way with me coming to you live, freshly out of the shower in my pajamas, with my husband by my side.
Off camera.
Where
I belong.
Off camera Dave, where he gives his opinions, and we hope that...
Like the Muppets in the balcony, right?
Yes, he's Waldorf and Statler over there.
Statler and Waldorf, yeah.
So, but we just hope that you use a little bit of logic and reasoning, and we hope that the questions that the FTC recommends you ask, we hope that you ask them.
I mean, I would add one more. Like, if you really want to sell jewelry to try to make money, why not just skip paparazzi, buy it yourself? Do the exact same stuff, but just skip paparazzi. Take paparazzi out of the equation. Buy it yourself from retailers in China.
Yeah.
From,
like a lot of former consultants have started doing.
And then buy it in quantities that you want at prices that are a fraction of what you buy wholesale from paparazzi. So you have a lot more wiggle room if something doesn't sell, if something is unpopular.
And you can clearance the stuff out.
Yeah, and you can sell it at whatever price you want. You can decide that these earrings that are popular, you're going to sell for $5, whereas, I don't know, these hair berets that you get that you can't offload, you're going to just sell for $1. But you probably pick them up for 25 cents or less anyway, right?
Yeah. So and you can type in whatever style you want. And paparazzi's bringing out ear cuffs. It's all the rage right now.
I mean, what does paparazzi offer you that you can't do on your own?
Nothing.
I guess the back order website, blah, 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 order stuff. But like...
You could do that with Shopify.
Yeah, you could get Shopify and...
I mean, I did it with Shopify, and I was pretty successful, even after I quit, I was even more successful. But here is an online wholesaler. This is Ni Hao Jewelry and Accessories. Now, here's the thing. Everything's rock bottom price is 62 cents, $1.19. Super duper cheap. The caveat is, with Ni Hao, you must buy in bulk to save money, and shipping is expensive.
What is the minimum you have to buy?
There is no minimum, just shipping is expensive.
Oh, okay. So you're probably going to buy, 100, 200 pieces at a time.
Yeah.
But
because the shipping it's up there.
But I mean, you're spending like that kind of money buying a box from Paparazzi, and you're going to get less pieces.
True. So if you spent $100 at like Ni Hao, you'll probably get 200 to 300 pieces instead of 60. And yeah, shipping is like $26. And if you want the stupid initial things, you can do that too. But yeah, it's $26. But at least you know that you can factor per piece with your price point. You could do you could be in competition with paparazzi. You could do $4 or $5. Yeah. And your stuff will still sell.
You do the exact same thing as paparazzi, just cutting out the middleman.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And you would make more money. Like, what do they offer you? The name? I don't know anyone that's like, oh, I have to buy it because it's got paparazzi, who isn't already a consultant.
And that's the thing is paparazzi's name has kind of had a lot of bad press over the last couple of years. So it doesn't hold the same weight that it once did. And I'm looking at this pair of earrings right here. That's a paparazzi pair of earrings. These are paparazzi earrings.
I mean, you'd still want to do the stuff that you should do anyway, keeping track of what the costs are, how much you spent versus how much you got back in return. Mm-hmm. How much you're spending for mailers, how much time you're going on versus how much money you're getting. But you'd have a lot more wiggle room. You'd still want to be disciplined, but you won't have to be as disciplined. You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because since it's
and you can promote other things besides jewelry.
Yeah, and you could sell it with other stuff.
So if you love to crochet and do your crochet creations, you can do that.
If you have an Etsy store and
you make soaps and candles,
and you could sell that along stuff. You could expand your inventory beyond jewelry.
and you can follow your passion and do what you want. You're not beholden to one specific
make
product.
your own jewelry. You could kit bash jewelry together. You could buy a bunch of stuff like, ooh, I like the chain on this one, and I like
the charm on that.
Yeah, the stones on that one, and I would mix it with this earring. And with just a few tools, you could literally make your own kind of stuff.
Exactly. And you've got the toolkit. Paparazzi sends it to you in your starter kit if you're a former consultant.
Yeah, you could make...
And if you want a toolkit, you can buy one from Temu and Nihao as well.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. But yeah, you could mix and match. You could decide, I like this charm bracelet, but I want more charms on it. And you could just add more charms to it and still spend less money than you would
with Paparazzi.
Yeah, wholesale for Paparazzi, and then you'd have a unique piece.
Exactly. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Let's give a shout out to the members. These are members of the channel, and your financial support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for getting a senior cup of coffee, fresh roasted beans, or a mocha, hot or iced, with us every month. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day.